Hello again, everyone. Um, More Long Dark tonight because I feel in the mood for it. I realized last time I was a little loud, so I'm gonna try to be a little more chill tonight, and it's gonna be very, very relaxed. Until I get another game going, I think the Long Dark's gonna suffice for our streams. So yeah, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm in the mood for it lately. So that's the plan. So go ahead and get started, and we'll play some. We'll try again. Try not to get eaten by a wolf this time. Uh, I've been working a lot of mornings lately, so I haven't actually been able to stay up very late and play games a lot. It was why my stream got delayed on Wednesday. I have been opening. I did open today, and I'm going to be opening again tomorrow. Um, Openings are 8 a.m. shifts for me, and that's not that early, but it's early enough to where like you want to wake up like an hour in advance, getting ready and that sort of thing. Um, so I'll try to get about 8 hours of sleep a night and that sort of thing. But regardless, we're gonna go ahead and start up another game on Stalker. We'll go ahead on random, fine, and play female. Because I kind of prefer the female voice a little bit. Let me just make sure we're good to go. Alright, and we are. Okay, so let's one more try. Sure. Hopefully we spawn in a location that isn't ridiculously difficult. It's Timberwolf Mountain. I'm going to die very quickly. That's a terrible start. Anything other than Timberwolf Mountain, I think. Probably shouldn't have said that. You know, I once read an interesting book which said that most people lost in the woods, they die of shame. Yeah, see, they die of shame. What did I do wrong? How could I have gotten myself into this? And so they sit and they die because they didn't do the one thing that would save their lives. Thinking. Okay. Oh, I think this is... Oh, no, this is Broken Railroad. Wait, shit. Broken Railroad. Is this by the... Okay. This is, I believe, the path to the Forlorn Muskeg, which means that we're close to Mystery Lake, which is actually a very nice starter location. The only problem is I don't think I've actually ever played or started in a Broken Railroad, so I have no idea which way to go. But we've got a hunter's blind over there, and this whole frozen lake, which is a good little start here. So go ahead and scavenge that. There should be some cattails and some stones nearby for hunting. Let's just see what we've started with. Not very much. Wow, I do not have much. I think even less than our last stalker start. Okay. Well, hopefully this run will go a little better. Stream for about 2 hours tonight. And tomorrow night I won't stream because I have to do stuff. I have school and all that. But figured I wanted to play some Long Dark before settling in for bed. And yeah. Hope everyone's having a nice day. Nice night, I suppose. Nice day if you're some other part of the world. Grab these. Right. So far, this is our only food source. Hey, Cripple Cow, how's it going, man? Already starting to freeze, which is not good. And yeah, the sun's going down. Yeah, it's kind of a difficult game sometimes to get into. I think the best way to do it is just to play a little bit on the easiest difficulty, Pilgrim, just because it's a lot more relaxing. And then you want to start ramping it up. I'm still kind of in the Voyager stage, which is basically the easy difficulty of survival. But I've decided to start streaming this game because I got back into it, and Stalker is actually a lot more interesting to play. There's a wolf over there. I'm gonna have to watch out for that. The only thing I've got to avoid a wolf is a flare. Okay, I've got a flare actually. It's probably gonna be that we've got. I've only got one flare, so I'll make it count. Oh shit. Okay, that's more than one wolf. Rethinking my decision to go to the blinds. Okay, I'm gonna do. Yeah, the game has a lot of hidden mechanics, which is a little disappointing, and they have just recently reworked the cooking mechanic, And I think it's a little better. It's kind of odd because a few things in the game are like very obtuse, like scent or that sort of. And but a lot of it's kind of open, like the chance to make a fire, which is nice. So, I guess it's kind of loot and that sort of thing. You just kind of have to figure out on your own. There's no real replacement.
Being cold. I really do.
Because there's no real replacement to just playing, getting experience, other than like looking up maps. Okay, there's a rabbit over there. I'm gonna go ahead and kill it. If you guys are squeamish, I'm gonna advise you to look away. I'll tell you when, but not extremely accomplished at hitting rabbits with yet, but oh shit. Okay, never mind. It's a fucking bear. Nope. Alright, that's the opposite of chill. So yeah, we're cooling down. One of the main things of this game is just learning how to deal with A, the cold, and B, wolves and bears, that sort of thing. Learning their spots and that sort of thing. I think one of the biggest challenges, basically, is to just find clothing and get out of whatever you spawned at. Didn't spawn in a place with some man-made interiors or something like that. Kind of hard to get out of the cold and you'll freeze to death. And have some stuff on his corpse. Okay.
This will come in handy.
This game, other than, you know, the occasional bouts of stress, pretty chill. Do I have... Are the shoes better? Not really. Oh, yeah, yes they are. Okay. So, shit. You know, climbing rope to go down? Okay. Oh, alright. Long Dark, I really feel like the survival mode shines above the story mode. But the story mode can be an easy way to ease into it because it's not supremely either. I really feel like this is one of the better survival games that you can play. Still not 100% perfect, there's still some issues here and there. But it's alright. Pretty good. In terms of sandbox survival, it's probably one of the best. Really, what got me back into playing the game was I wanted to play a survival game. I basically wanted to play a Skyrim survival game, or I guess a little more accurately, a D&D survival game that could be played, and just Skyrim mods. You know, there was a lot of shit I would have to get working altogether. I was like, on that. So I started. And I didn't want to turn my D&D campaign into a survival thing, so I was like, the best closest alternative to scratch that itch will be this, Long Dark. I would really like a fantasy survival game where you can like cast magic and that sort of stuff, and like dice rolls. I really think that D&D 5e has a decent framework, or D&D in general has a decent framework to implement a survival type setting. It'd be kind of cool. Especially with like limited spell slots, that sort of thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm just high in the sky. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Maybe I'm just like overthinking it, or just kind of wishing for something that's probably not, or something unrealistic. But I just feel like it'd be a fun type. Yeah, I appreciate that Skyrim has a lot of mods, and I think I think I eventually am gonna like work up the get over my like just laziness basically. There's a wolf down there. Oh shit, yeah. And mod Skyrim, but for right now I was just like, too much effort. Not gonna want to. Shit, I almost hit him. Okay. So. Oh no, that's just. All right, where is he? Back here. Shit. Yeah, that was kind of a scary bastard. I really do not want him to run towards that wolf. A little bit of condition here. Shit. Sometimes you can bounce it right into them. That seems to be the easiest way of doing it. Like, hit it and bounce it into them. But there we go. Okay. Oh, motherfucker! It's hard. And my sensitivity up a little too high, I guess. Bastard, come back here. Oh yeah, that'll do it. Oh shit! Threw away all my rocks. Okay. Oh, bastard! Fucking rabbits, dude. And I'm gonna need those calories after running around. Fucking shit. Probably better just to wait for it to stop running around. Yeah, okay, alright, grab it. Okay, if you're squeamish, look away right now. 3, 2, 1. Okay, look away. Alright. Ugh, God. Alright, that still gets me, man. That's survival. Oh shit, is the bridge out? Fuck. Oh shit, don't wanna fall. Yeah, man. I still don't have VR, which is probably meh. I mean, I don't have a place to set it up in. Kind of expensive. It's not expensive for what it is, but it's just like, for me, that's kind of a big investment at one time. And right now I don't have that kind of cash in my budget. And I'm pretty happy with how I am right now. I mean, if I like scrimped for like a month or two, I'd probably be 100% fine. But I just don't really want to do that. Ah, bastard. Okay. Well, we can probably get around this wolf, so. And even if he does attack, it won't be the end of the world. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ah, bastard. Fuck. Get the fuck off. I'm gonna die. Yep. Wow. Alright. Okay, well, I did spawn in the... Alright, let's reset it. Okay. It spawned in a shitty location, so we're gonna go again, because that was a really terrible survival round. I swear I'm normally better at this game. As soon as I start streaming, I get absolutely awful. Is HTC? I've never heard anything bad about HTC, so that's surprising. Facebook, I wouldn't want to support. I know Facebook bought Oculus and ugh, stuff about that digital marketplace. But Valve, you know, Valve and HTC seems fine. I've never heard anything bad about them. I'm gonna wait on VR for a while anyway, as it is. I mean, I've got friends who have it, so I can just piggyback off of them. And I've already got a backlog so large, adding VR is probably not the greatest idea for me. What I am living for and what am I dying for? What I am dying for are the same question. Oh, Jesus. Am I spawning at night? What the fuck am I? Oh, great. I'm in Broken Railroad at night. What the fuck? And I get eaten by wolves, but I'll... Right? Probably freeze to death. Feels like -18. Did I spawn at least with better... No. I spawned actually with worst. Wow. Really? Are you talking about their phone or are you talking about their VR? Jesus fucking Christ, I'm gonna die. Great, because at night the wolves don't even... Oh great, there's rabbits. Yeah, I don't even know if anyone else can see. It's so dark. Hardly see. Oh, look at our matches. I might as well just kill this game. We're not going to be able to make it through here. I'm gonna wander blindly in the dark and get eaten by something. Yeah, there's a wolf or a bear over there. I can't even tell. It's too dark. Great, long dark. Just make me terrible in the game by putting me in the shittiest starty location. If it's a bear, we'll get to survive a bear mauling. Excellent. Whatever, just kill me. Oh no, it's a deer. Barely make out the fucking shape. Jeez. The dead deer here too. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think Valve is doing a really good job with VR, and I've seen a lot of leaks that they're releasing some real cool stuff upcoming. Jesus fucking Christ. Alright, hold on. I wanna see if I can maybe turn up the... No, I can't. Emma? No. No, I cannot. I can hardly see, and I'm pretty sure no one else will be able to. Yeah. I would say, you know, for Valve not producing any games, they certainly seem to be starting to actually, like, do stuff. I think they've kind of realized that, you know, hey, we haven't done, like, shit the past few years.
Ow.
Ah, what the hell? Hey, is this a link? Okay, it's hard to see, but I think this is it. Yeah, this is a chain link. Oh shit, maintenance yard. Okay, is there an entrance? Where's the fucking... Jesus Christ. Fuck would you... Why the fuck am I playing? Why the fuck am I spawning at night? I don't think I've ever spawned at night. Oh shit, there's a wolf. Luckily he's on the other side of the fence. Ah, bitch. Oh, you're kidding me. The fence broken right there? Yep, fence is broken right there. Great. Now I just gotta wait till morning. Oh, fuck, I'm dead. I'm dead, that's it. Kill me. Kill me. I don't care. If I can get in that maintenance yard, it'll be fine, but I'm not going to. Did you kill me? Am I dead? Nope, I'm not. I'm gonna be dead, though. Just...
Yeah, that's smart.
Yep. Okay. You can't give me that kind of shit. I didn't even know the maintenance yard was in there. Okay. Okay. No, I don't want to save the journal for my shitty fucking 5-minute sandboxes. Okay. Can we actually get a decent spawn now? If I don't get a decent spawn this time, I'll just spawn a fucking Mystery Lake. BSing me. Okay, stop BSing me. Come on. Come on, give me an actual survivable game now. Jesus Christ. At night, even if I knew the area, I wouldn't even fucking know where I was in the middle of the night. Jesus. Who the fuck goes out in the middle of the night? Huh? Yeah? Where am I? Oh, Mountain Town. Okay. I don't know this map whatsoever, but probably better. At least it's before nighttime. Grab this. Okay, I think I slightly know this map actually. I think this is from the story mode. I don't remember this part of it, but let's see. But yeah, it seems like Valve's starting to do stuff, like Artifact's coming out soon. There's been leaks of the Knuckles VR controller. There's been, you know, they bought Campo Santo. I really hope that they start doing stuff again. I'm not, you know, I'm not optimistic that they will, but hey, I mean, it's good for everyone if Valve actually starts putting effort. I mean, Steam TV is releasing, that sort of stuff. Good for, I think it's good. It'd be good for everyone in the gaming sphere if Valve starts doing stuff again. So hopefully they start doing stuff again. And outside of VR, seems like VR is the top hot thing for them right now. Okay, wolf. We're about to hear if there's any wolves nearby. Oh. Oh. Didn't hear any howls except for the one over there, so that's probably a good sign. Jesus Christ, if Valve releases an orange box too, with that lineup, I mean, no one will ever doubt them again, and that'll probably be even worse. We'll be like, see, we knew Valve was going to release something. Like the one or two people who still believe. But hey, man, if they do that, I mean, fucking hell. That's probably one of the few times I'll buy something without waiting for it.
I think I can use this.
I'm glad Valve hasn't, you know, for all this shit people give Valve, I'm glad that Valve hasn't decided to just cash in and release shitty half-finished games at least. Because they could have totally burned people with like a really shitty game. They just released it. Well, I mean, Artifact's releasing. Maybe I should hold my breath for a little longer, but I really don't think Artifact's going to be like a giant shitty game. It might flop. It might flop. I doubt it because, you know, it sounds like they're going to have a lot of interesting stuff to keep people in the game. But it might just flop because, you know, people might be tired of card games, or it turns out the economy isn't as well as developed, or whatever. But but I think it's going to be a quality game if they're actually going to release it. I mean, they are releasing it. I think PAX started today and they're showing it off at PAX. So I bet there's probably people. I'll probably hear by tomorrow if it's any good or not. People are like excited for it still. I'm betting that people will be. I listened to the Cyberpunk gameplay. I did see. I didn't see the whole thing because it came out. I'm just basically for the last few days. I've just been going to work in the morning, 8 to 4:30, coming home, dicking around for a few hours, doing homework or whatever. Yesterday I streamed, tonight I streamed, and then going back to work at 6. Waking up at 6 and doing the whole thing over again. So I haven't had time to catch up 100% on that kind of stuff. But I did see clips of it, and holy shit, man. I mean, you can't. Yeah. Give me the game. Yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be very cool. I need to finish Witcher 3. I need to play Witcher 3 actually. I've had it for a little while. Haven't played it. I know. Everyone's going to get on me. Yes, I will agree with you there. I've always really liked Cyberpunk stuff. I played a Shadowrun campaign.
I'll take it.
Has it been a year? About a year ago. A friend of mine ran a Shadowrun campaign for a few months. We fortunately never finished. For me and girlfriend, and that was a lot of fun. I would really, really love to play more Shadowrun. So I really like the cyberpunk setting. Not just Shadowrun, just in general. I'm hoping, hope Cyberpunk's good. Yeah, the thing about it is I know that you can start with just Witcher 3, but I want to play through the whole series, which I probably will. I mean, I will. Not probably, I will play through the whole... Shit, Blizzard's kicking up. Okay, gotta get... Do I have a... I don't have a flare. Alright. Jesus fucking Christ, get into the car. Oh, fucking hell. Alright. Okay. My sister got me 2 of the Witcher books for Christmas. And fucking hell, he's right outside, bastard. And I still haven't read them. I have them right next to me. I should read them. Problem is that I've got games and I got D&D. I just got caught up with a whole bunch of shit. Haven't had the time to do so. It's a shame. But yeah, I do want to play. Should just get started on the Witcher books like tonight or something like that. I do want to play the first 2 Witchers and get into it. Yeah. That house? No, that house is boarded up. Where the fuck? Wolf. Okay, I gotta get to a house or something. Oh my god, the Blizzard's just gonna fucking... Yep, that's what I've been doing. Gotta get to a house. Post office. That'll do. Alright. Okay, yeah, this is definitely the same Milton as in the, whatchamacallit, in the story mode, so, cool. Alright, actually, thinking about it, there's really not going to be much to survive on here in the post office, but it might be our only choice for right now. There's a big house, really close by that'll probably have surviving stuff. But yeah, I've been doing, D&D streams. I've gotten through like 15 episodes of Dice Camera Action, and I like that stream. I chose Dice Camera Action mostly because it's got Chris Perkins in it, who's like, you know, a designer for D&D, so I feel like if he can, whatever he can do, you know, I can do, basically. I realize that, you know, no one's going to call me out if I do stuff that Matt Mercer and, you know, Matt Colville, and, who are the other ones? Dice Camera, there's this, whoever the people who did Taz was, the My Brother and Me crew. Also, I'm a fan of ProJared. That's what also led me to it first thing. So. But yeah, that's also why I've been playing The Long Dark. I've been listening to like audiobooks or what have you while playing this game. This is a really good one to do too. There was a wolf right behind me there. It's hard to hear over the blizzard, but it was definitely right behind me. Okay, good. This is the big house, which means that there should hopefully be a lot more loot in here. And we've got a stove. Look at that. So definitely a better place to spend the night. I really hope there's a rifle in here. Or something to scare away wolves. A flare, even. But yeah. Alright, actually, let's go. The kitchen will be fine. We can search it another time. Trail boots. Trail boots. Are they seriously the same percent? Wow, that's... Wait, no, they're not. They are. Okay, they are. No, never mind. Ah, cooking pot. Excellent. That's always good. Make a lot of... Thank you. Oh, thank you.
This stuff will come in handy.
37% is pretty low condition, but I'd rather have a low condition rifle than no rifle. All I need is one bullet, and then we can start taking down wolves. Or at least scaring them away. Alright, now this is a real run, alright? They did stop BSing me, it looks like that worked in the end. Okay. Oh, I'm tired. I'm not gonna be very tired at this point. These are started with wool socks, I suppose. But yeah, I've been listening to like streams and podcasts, that sort of stuff. In the background while playing games. I also reorganized my Steam library. So I could have some podcast games and some streaming games, so be streaming a bit more frequently, maybe? Oh, clipped through the floor. It looks like that's clipped through the floor. Okay. Minor bug there. I thought these were all hand placed. Maybe it's clipping through the wall or something. Could be. Oh, it's paper. Wow, lots of paper. Holy cow! All right. Yeah, apparently you can't remove that. I don't like that aspect of the game. It's like you can break down everything here, but you can't break down, like, you know, that kind of stuff. But there's already stuff in it. Like, just move it aside. I realize there's limitations to the game, but come on. So I have not gotten this for 500 days one. My biggest issue with surviving 500 days is that back when I played it a lot, which was that was a long time ago. That was back when you could before you could actually pick up sticks and that sort of stuff. That was back where you just had to find a wood bar, basically. Rifle ammo.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Oh baby. All right. Well, fucking, this is such an excellent loot spot. Oh man. All right. Great. What an awesome start. So 500 days is definitely doable. I don't think that's actually that difficult if you get a decent start. Serving 500 days on Interloper, probably like an achievement worthy of boasting about on Steam forums and that sort of stuff. But on Voyager, it seems really doable. It seems like fucking wolves don't run away whatsoever when you try to scare them away with flares on Stalker, though. But it's definitely doable. I probably could have accomplished that, but I like the thrill of starting a new game much more than like surviving back then. Because it used to be where once you got to like a certain point where you would just set up, you could just like, you had like, you know, 8 million calories worth of food, and you could just kind of camp out, hibernate. That was it. Where you would just sleep, eat, drink, sleep, eat, drink, that sort of thing. Without any worry. Maybe once in a while shoot a deer, but other than that, so that was pretty boring. But I'm hoping, because Stalker has added cabin fever, which is where you can't be inside for too long, and other stuff that makes it a little more interesting. So hopefully we could do that. Also with lots more stuff to craft and, you know, places to explore. Maybe I feel like it'll motivate me to, you know, not hibernate. Well, force me even because of the game mechanics. But right then, take the charcoal out from here. Okay, and yes, we are burdened. There's plenty of stuff to break down all around the house, though. And we do not need to. Okay, turn off the light. It'll be dark. Oof. Yep. Okay, well, we're not very tired, so seems like a good time to take inventory and equip what we need. So I guess we'll wear that for now. It's really, like, baseball cap is actually probably the worst item to wear in the game, but give me a little warmer. Okay. Oh, well, that has a little bit of, well, it's 0.1 Celsius. Whatever. Okay, but we'll start breaking down all the shit we don't need. So, let's see here. I need 24 rose hips for that, so. Go wound dressing. This one's antibiotic. Question, does that actually... Okay, yeah, so that doesn't have a condition status, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff we can craft here. Well, yeah, this isn't something that's worth keeping, honestly. Probably able to find a way better clothes. Oh, sounds like my roommate's home. Apologies if there's any loud noise or anything like that. So how you doing, Triple Cow? I haven't seen you around for a while. I've kind of grown out of contact with Spearwing too, so if you've been talking to him, he hasn't really been talking to me. Which is weird, because it's like, Discord me, dude, what's up? I mean, it never does. Kind of annoys me when people do that. It's like, dude, I'm literally on the internet. Just send me a message, it takes like 10 seconds. I guess you just kind of get involved with one group and don't really talk to anyone else after a while. That's kind of one of the things that bothers me about a lot of people. It's kind of... I've certainly had good experiences with most of the people that I'm like with internet friends with, but a lot of people that I hang out with in real life, I think that's just people in general, because I've talked to it with other friends of mine. They're always like, yep, that's just how it goes. But it's just like, hey, playing RuneScape, I have seen you doing that. Let's go ahead and load this rifle. Got a stripper clip. All the bullets. Alright, we've got 5 shots. Now. Don't really need to make water, and we don't have any food to cook, so... Well, I guess we have this, but I don't think we even have a can opener. I don't want to smash them open. Yeah, I mean, that's how it goes, I suppose. I have a free month of RuneScape from Twitch Prime. Probably use it at some point. Probably get back into it for at least a month. Probably not the greatest idea during school, but hey. Got like another couple, I've got like 2-3 weeks to settle in and like give me something else to do. I could stream RuneScape. That just sounds like the most boring stream ever, unless you're doing a PvP, and even then, yeah. Just play RuneScape yourself. It's free. I realize people will watch whatever. I mean, people watching me. I mean, we're watching me play Long Dark. But I don't know. I just feel like RuneScape's a little too simple to stream. Yeah, I know it's pretty lucrative, yeah. Especially with Dead Man Mode. I mean, they've got some modes to change it up. I'm just being curmudgeonly, I think. Usually am. But it's just like... I don't know. Yeah, they always have something on the side. It's true. That's fair. Fair point. Ah, okay. Yeah, fair point. Okay, if you watch streams of RuneScape while playing RuneScape, I guess that's fun. And also because then, hey, you can just show up to someone who's, like, skilling or whatever. I guess I'm coming up from the point where I was like, training woodcutting is the most boring thing in the world to me. Which is why when I had members for like 4 years, I would just fucking play a shitload of minigames. Because I thought that was the most fun. I would honestly just do the quests so I could get minigames and then play them. Which was a shame when I did Trouble Brewing and found out that no one plays that fucking minigame. I just like doing all the little hidden side shit on it more than I like anything else in the game. Watching the numbers go up, which is what the game was really about, so... Anyway, I had fun with that game. I don't think I'm gonna get back into it ever as much as I was, but maybe, I don't know. You're a friend of mine, Cripple Count, but I would need like a group of friends. I think. Maybe. I don't know. This is just me theorizing. I've just got so many fucking Steam games, dude. I like playing. I don't have the time to invest into an MMO if I want to do all my other shit. I want to paint my miniatures, which, speaking of which, actually, just bought like a bunch more, so, but yeah, I want to do other stuff. I'm gonna play RuneScape again at some point. I don't know, just trying to not do it. Cool. Okay, so I want to carry one book with us, and plugs and sticks. So this is going to be our base for now. Yeah, I'm just trying to stream more often too on top of that, so that I don't... Just been trying to stream more lately whenever I play games that, you know, might actually want to watch me play. But I also like to take some time where I don't do that, or just play my games with myself. because I don't think anyone's gonna want to listen to me. Should probably set it up so I can listen to like podcasts and stuff in the background and stream, but I'd rather pay attention to the game and stream that. Kind of why I've I don't know what I'm doing. I need to go outside and fill up on water too. Kind of why I stream without a face cam, because I've got a webcam, but it's one, it's kind of low quality, and two, I feel like when I stream, I want to have my voice and the game, and having my face reactions and that, I feel like that's such a cliche sort of thing. I don't know, I'm just a huge hipster, but that's such a kind of, you know, it's, my thing isn't reaction based, and also I want to stream with my shirt off, but streams aren't, my streams at least, I feel like I'm not reaction based, and I have people game I'm playing more, that sort of thing. But, yeah. Because, you know, I don't, you don't see me getting scared, you can hear my voice if I'm scared or not. I'm talking. And especially with the Long Dark, because I have more of a chill experience. Than for the times when I'm getting chased by wolves. I don't know, I just talk out of my ass and hope that something sticks and people understand what I'm trying to say.
Looks like I made it through another night.
I don't really give a shit about anything. Or maybe that's just me. Too many people give a shit about stuff that they shouldn't give a shit about. Work at Target, which is retail. My manager yesterday was being a giant dickhead. I'm like, why the fuck do you care? What the fuck do you care if I'm not able to finish this? And, first of all, you're giving me way too much shit for one person to finish. Second of all, why the fuck do you care so much if something's not getting done in like 15, 20 minutes? Seriously? Jump off my dick, dude. It's weird, because he's like super, he's like, I don't know. I hate to just diagnose things to people, but he's like, he has mood swings like fucking crazy. He's just like, one day he's like super chill, and then one day he just comes in and the fucking on people. So some people like him, and I'm like, I could understand it before, but once he was a huge dick to me yesterday, I'm like, no, fuck that guy. Fuck people who subject other people to torment because they're in a position of power. Fucking roommates. It's like, dude, you work and you're literally one step above me in retail. I know I'm venting on stream, whatever. You're literally one step above me in a retail fucking position. Fucking get off your goddamn high horse. No one gives a shit. You give way too much of a shit. I shouldn't be saying, I don't normally like to be like that, but when people like fucking are assholes to me, that's when I'm just like, alright, well, I'm not gonna respect you. You don't respect me. I guess that's my thought process. I tried to justify it, but honestly, fuck that. I shouldn't have to take shit. Like I'm already getting dicked over by all these guests, quote unquote. Fucking boss to be an asshole either. Isn't much of a chill stream if I'm bitch moaning and complaining. Alright, I just want to say a couple more things and then I'll stop and go back to chill. Yeah, you're one step above me in management. You're getting dicked over pretty much just as much as I am. Two, you have to have a degree to work as what to call a team lead at Target. And it's like, really, dude? You have a degree and you're a degree in communications and you're working in fucking Target? It's like, great fucking use of that degree, dude. Great fucking use of college debt. And great fucking use of that to be fucking dissing on people like me, who, you know, I actually decently give a shit, where I get my shit done, which is impressive enough for retail standards. So it's like, that kind of shit bothers me. Those kind of people just kind of bother me. Like, really, in the grand scheme of things, which I guess a lot of people aren't really used to looking at, but not don't sound pretentious. But in the grand scheme of things, does it really fucking matter if I don't do this in like 10 minutes, 15 minutes? Yes, very nice, a hunting knife. It's like, can you buzz off, please? Sure. It's ridiculous. Oh my god. Alright, alright. I'm sorry, I know I said one more thing, but one more extra thing. The thing that really dug to me is that maybe I shouldn't have done this, and I guess it is my fault for doing it, but... So, on where I work, we have different walkie-talkies. Pretty much everyone should always have a walkie-talkie, because, you know, we have enough of them for everyone. Which is not true of all the other equipment, which is also part of the reason why I wasn't getting my shit done on time, because you can't fucking keep equipment stocked enough for everyone. So... fucking excellent job there too. Regardless. So we have different walkie channels, so if you want to like talk to someone semi-privately, quote unquote, about whatever, like if you know, if you want to let AP know there's some sketchy guy, you switch to a different channel, because everyone's on channel 1, and then you've got 2, 3, and 4. 2 is for like back room, and 3 and 4 are basically like, you know, basically moving into a different room on a server. And I guess would be an easy and common way to talk about that. Anyway, so as it is, so we got different channels. So I come in, there's the LOD, which is the leader on duty, who's, you know, doing shit, and she's like, okay, can you work on all of this stuff, which is, since I'm the only person in my department for pretty much the entire morning, she's like, okay, can you do, you know, push, can you like make crates, can you make sure online pickup orders are getting done on time? Like, okay, I'm doing all of that, I'm managing. I'm working at, you know, my normal regular pace, which is, you know, good, because I've been there for 2.5 years, because why else would I go there? To pay higher than minimum wage? I mean, it's a pretty cushy job, most of the time. Anyway, so I'm doing my shit, and then he comes in and he's like, why isn't this done? To this giant fucking push cart, just giant... This big old push cart that's full of shit that's not even part of my area, but I'm working on anyway, between, you know, all the other stuff that I've been assigned to, stuff that drops in, so I have to go get a different cart, do an online pickup order, you know, search the store for the items, you know, that sort of thing. So I'm running around the entire store, basically, doing all of this shit, and he's like, why isn't this done? It's like, well, I've been working on other stuff. He's like, yeah, but you need to get this done. I'm like, okay, I'm getting this done. And then you know, I'm like working on that, and then it comes by, he's like, in the area, is like, who was working on lamps? Like, I don't know, I didn't see anyone in lamps. It's like, well, why are these boxes on the floor? Like, I don't know, someone working in there must have put them there. It's like, well, if you walk by it, then you should put them back on the shelf. Like, I didn't even fucking walk by it, because I'm doing my other shit. You just told me, you just got on me about... just got on me about fucking not having that done. What are the fucking expectation here? I literally said, I don't understand what the expectations are. It's like, the expectations are that the work gets done. Fuck you, dude. You might work harder than most of the anime managers, but you still don't work as hard as most of the people who actually, you know, you delegate to. He might be, I mean, I've seen some of the managers, and yeah, some of them don't do fucking shit. That's fine. It's fucking retail. I don't give a fuck. I'll do my part, but don't get on me if you're not even doing what like half the time managers just sit in the office and maybe they're doing paperwork or some other stuff, maybe that, but I see, you know, the store top level for our store, the store manager, he's like fucking pitching in most of the time. Whereas, you know, we have other managers who kind of just sit in the office all day and then come out, check that our work, and complain about it not being done. It's like, fuck you. And he's more on the actually work side, but he's still, you know, it's still like none of them, no one except for the store team lead, I think, actually like is on the floor 100% of the time like everyone else is. Like all of the, you know, team members at the lower level are. And I don't know, it just pisses me off when you get on my case about it. It's like, fuck off. No one, why do you give so much of a shit? Yep, exactly. They expect you to do an impossible amount of work. They don't give you the resources to do it, which is another annoying part, is that we never have the resources to do it. Because it's like, alright, so you want us to do the entire truck, the entire 2400, you know, object, item, truck by ourselves, with no help, while helping guests, while doing other flexibles around the store. Like, what the fuck? No, it's not gonna get done in a 4.5 hour shift, 8 hour shift even. Because I also have to take my lunches, and I'm taking those fucking lunches, and I'm not gonna not take them. First of all, because it's mandated by the state. Second of all, because fuck you. I get to take. They're mine. I get to take them if I want to, and I do want to, and I am going to take them. I get them. I have to take them anyway. Oh. Yeah. And again, it's fucking retail, dude. I mean, there is like a 5% difference I can make in overall in terms of how much we can sell, how much we, you know, that kind of shit. Like, keeping it stocked, obviously you're going to want to do that. But beyond that, stop being a dick about it. Yeah, I'll face the product, fine, I'll zone. That's what we call it, zoning. Just getting on my ass about all that shit. Shut up, dude. Been there for 2 years. I think I know how to do my job. Just because I haven't been promoted doesn't mean that I can't do my job. It's because I don't want to fucking get promoted and get handed more responsibility. Or pretty much the same amount of pay. And, you know, without a degree, that's the only position you can really rise to is, like, electronics, which gives you an extra 50 cents an hour, but you also have, now you have other metrics that actually keep track of you. You have, like, actual metrics now. Because they have, like, you know, if you sell a TV, they want you to sell an HDMI cable. If you don't, you're not selling at least 1 or 2 extra things along with stuff. You know, that reflects poorly. I don't understand that. Meanwhile, I see articles that are like, retail employees, leave us alone. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I don't want to go into anywhere. And, you know, who honestly likes going to Walmart or whatever and being constantly bugged by everyone being like, hi, can I help you find anything? Yeah, like, yeah, 1 or 2 times, all right, whatever. It's like, fine.
Much more.
But like every single person you pass by, hi, can I help you find anything? Hi, I haven't find anything. And then they always push the red card, which is a poor thing. Which, man, we're being very anti-chill right now. I guess it's more of an event stream. So Target has like their own credit card thing, like most stores do. And it's just like, I don't understand how we have like goals, which are something like 110, I think was like was like a pretty impressive goal that I saw, something like that, but something like 160 to like 110 signups a week. And I'm like, how are you doing that metric? There's 3 targets in Tucson. If each of them is getting, you know, 50 to 60 signups a week, how is that sustainable? First of all, how is that sustainable past like a year? Second of all, like, come on, you're gaming the fucking system. Like, there's no way that there's, because 60, let's say 60 signups a week, just for goal, and we're supposedly make quote unquote goal. Most weeks. So let's set around 80 a week times 3 targets. So 240 a week. 240 a week times 52 is a large number. Let's see, that's 240 times 52. I can't do math while playing video games. That's 1304. All right. So that's just between the 3 targets. So let's be generous and say 5% of the people in Tucson, which has a population about 5 million, or, sorry, not 5 million, 1 million, has a population about 1 million people. Let's be really generous and say about 5% of them shop at Target and get a red card. That is, out of 1 million, that is 5,000 people. So basically, you could go for 4 years and meet goal at each of them every week for 4 years, and beyond that, that's not sustainable. And no, not every person who comes in wants to save 5 piddly percent. 5% is a lot. Is not a lot, and it's only adds up really if you're shopping at Target every day, like, you know, an employee, because they have that extra employee discount. But 5% is not a lot for most people. There are credit cards that offer 5% cash back, and that's on everything. You don't have to only buy at Target for that. Yeah, it's unsustainable, and there's no fucking way that any store open more than 5 years is going to actually be hitting those goals consistently. Not to mention that when I ask, I've gotten, in my 2 years working there, since I'm not a cashier, I've gotten like 3 or 4 red cards, and all but one of them, so
Be able to carry this
I think I've
through
gotten 4,
much
so
longer.
3 of them were people who came up to me and asked for them, and the other person I actually, they actually wanted one when I mentioned it to them. It's like, there's no way there's a cashier to getting, 20 in a day. It's like, really? They're getting 20 in a day? Really? Do you believe that?
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Like, even the team leads, quote unquote, the managers, even they're getting like maybe 1 or 2 a week. Meanwhile the other people are getting like 4 or 5. Yeah, maybe the managers aren't. I know the managers aren't on the lanes as much, but there's no fucking way, man. There's no fucking. Especially after reading a story where someone was like basically signing everyone up without their knowledge. It's like someone's fucking around here. Like, the numbers are being skewed because it's just not possible. Just not fucking possible. I don't know. Am I upset about everything at Target? Yeah, I am. Yeah. I don't understand that kind of metric. Plus, they removed the speed metric at Target. When I first started working there, they had a speed. Oh man, I'm just bitching about everything now. When I first started working there, they had a metric based on your cashier speed, which was, I think, a good incentive. It's like, hey, you get like, you don't get anything from it, but it's like, they can keep track of like how fast you are cashiering. And they generally, when I first started working there, they said they wanted us to be fast and friendly, and I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm the fast. Not to brag, because it's just a retail, but I was the fastest fucking cashier, because I would be above 95% for every time I was checked for a good 8 months before they removed it. So now that they've removed it, there's no incentive to go fast anymore, which means now it takes 20 fucking minutes to get one person their new groceries with these new cashiers, because they haven't been trained to do it quickly. Which means that now they constantly need more people up there to help, even though it's like, if you had, didn't take a half hour talking to every single person about their day, because fucking who honestly, besides like the old people who come in, which, alright, fair enough, yeah, they can talk. I mean, I've had conversations that are pleasant at cashier checkouts, that sort of thing, but I'm not. How many people honestly come into Target and want to have a conversation with a cashier who doesn't fucking know them for like 20 minutes, asking about everything under the sun? Am I cynical? Am I just an asshole? I'm not sure. I don't think I am. But does anyone think that they're an asshole, honestly? It's just like, it astounds me just how removed from common sense even the people in management at at the store who see the day-to-day, just how removed from common sense most of them are. Some of them are realistic. They're like, yeah, we know you're not going to get this shit done, so blah blah blah. Or we know that this can't get done, so try your best. We know it's rough out there. And I'm like, okay, you earn respect from me for being realistic and having common sense about the goals of the day. But some of them, it's just like, hey, can you get this entire, thing that and it's not just me either. Yeah, God, I'm bitching. I hate to bitch constantly. It's just, this stuff gets on my nerves, and I suppose I had a bad day yesterday, and I didn't let it all out. You're not an asshole, Draenor. Some of us are just too self-conscious and we think we're assholes, but yeah. I don't know. I don't think you're an asshole. I think most people are okay. Some people are just so far removed from reality in the place I work, it just boggles my mind. It's like, really? How do you expect that to happen? And that just upsets me, because it's like, you're right here. If you actually worked, you would see how bad that this couldn't get done. Okay. That's enough. That's enough from me. Oh man, I'm sorry. I know I went on a giant tirade there for like the last 20 minutes. Just wanted to... Yeah. I think most people are decent people. I think otherwise the world would be a lot worse. I remember one of my favorite quotes was from a book I read a long time ago. I think it was Air of Mystery was the name. But like a children's gothic horror, not gothic like fantasy. It was really weird. It was like a light. It was like a Tim Burton. If Tim Burton had a novel, basically. Kind of like dark themes, but also like darkly humorous, that sort of thing. Anyway, thanks, Cripple. I'm glad my anger could bring you some entertainment. Anyway, so I think one of my favorite quotes from that was like, most people are inherently good because if there was more evil than good in the world would be a much worse place, and there would be much more pain and suffering, and there wouldn't be any good anywhere, basically. So I think I think that's a. I'm also slightly naive, I think sometimes, but I think I think that's pretty true. Is that most people are good, inherently good. I think that's Hobbesian philosophy. Not to be too pointed about my education, but most people are pretty much inherently good or strive to do good. At least what they see in their eyes is good, and most people try to strive towards that common good, and I think that's good. So, kind of assume the best of people, or Calvin. That's probably Calvinism. One of those two. Whatever. Same shit, basically. But right, that most people are inherently good. I think most people try to do good, and I try to be polite and assume the best intentions of most people. It's when people are assholes to me, basically, for pretty much no good reason. That's when I'm like, all right, no, fuck you. This is when I'm like with my current supervisor / coworker. This is what that was. Yeah. So that's kind of my outlook on stuff. It might be a little naive to some people, but that's what I believe for the most part, I think. So, back to... Yes, Calvin and Hobbes are basically the same. Fair point. Was that John Locke, Hobbes? Yeah. But wasn't there a Calvinist philosopher? Or I know Calvinism. Wasn't there a philosopher named Calvin? I know that there was Calvinist religion, which was like an offshoot of Christianity, which was basically that, wasn't it? Or wasn't it like people are fated to be saved or not? Something like that. Man, I that was like fucking high school, like very early high school for me, so I do not remember it that well. Yeah, man. What happens when you're out of school? Out of like social studies for so long? Yeah, Calvin, I believe Calvin was like, they inspired fire and brimstone types of like preachers, but he also was like, hey, in general, humans are like fated, so you have to like choose Jesus and be saved, or something like that. Like, I don't know, dude. I have to look it up, and I'm not gonna look it up during the fucking long dark stream. This is just to chill out. But yeah, Calvin and Hobbes, I knew that they were named after philosophers. I knew that part. Obviously, Hobbes was named after a philosopher. I think Hobbes is a little bit more of a. I don't think Hobbes is as common of a name as Calvin, because Calvin is like, there's people named Calvin. Whereas, besides people obviously referencing the philosopher, I don't think there's that many people named Hobbes. But what do I know? Okay, so there's 2 wolves out here. Seriously? Do I have a... I don't.
I die if I don't warm up soon.
Okay, can you actually... What happens if... Yeah, right. I don't want to kill this wolf so far from my home, so I'm gonna see what happens if I kind of try to get back. Oh man, I'm already halfway tired, seriously? I wonder if he fucked off, actually. Might be. Might have actually ran away far enough for him to not follow us. Oh no, he's on that bridge over there. Yeah, I see him. I see him. But yeah. Like, this might be my naivety showing, but holy shit. Real life wolves? I would love to pet one. That's just one of my dreams. I'm glad Platt is not watching this because I get the feeling that he would probably call me a furry. Whatever. I don't think... I think furries are in general, like most people, I think furries are generally fine. Just think that, you know, like every single social group, especially ones on the internet, you know, you got people who are, less than fine. I really hope this... Okay, yeah, no wolf here. There's no way that wolf went all the way around, right? He says before he gets jumped by that same wolf that went all the way around. Oh shit, okay. I remember this part from the story mode. There should be... Yeah, there's a church over there. Okay. I'm already freezing, but that's, you know, that's something that can be solved. Shit, there's a lot of deer over here. Not worth, yeah. It's forever to harvest deer carcasses. I'm already freezing, so I'm not gonna shoot one. Wolves, I think, because they have less body mass, I'm pretty sure if you shoot a wolf, they're much easier to kill than deer. But with both of them, if you shoot them in the head, you'll get, if you shoot them in the head and actually hit, you know, if you know, have a decent amount of aim, you will get a pretty much instant kill, I believe. He'll be fine. Just cold. Yeah, I haven't actually played in the sandbox version of this mode, though. Too bad, because there was a farm over there that's being stalked by wolves. In that car. I haven't found a pry bar either. Oh, orange soda. I'll take an opportunity to eat some food. Yes, I don't believe that it has bullet drop or anything like that. It's just like, although it's only accurate, it only has a range of like 100 paces, which is like, you know, pretty much to the as distant as you can see. But it's still, you know, it's not like you can shoot across the map and nail them. Which I guess is realistic, but it's like, yeah. The guns, there's only one gun in the game currently. It's the hunting rifle, as far as I know. There might be mods for this game because it is Unity, so I'd probably be more surprised if there wasn't a single mod for this game. Oh no. Yeah, the elk don't do any damage. Although apparently the... Shut up. Apparently they'd add a moose to the game. But yeah, there's only one gun, and then there's a bow. And I have not used the bow, like, at all. I think I've shot one arrow total in my game time, so... don't know how the arrows are. Just realized when I died yesterday I had a bow. I should have tried to use that. But I couldn't switch fast enough. Yeah, there was no way I was going to be able to switch fast enough. Nope. Looks like it's just elk here. I remember playing this in the story mode. There were a bunch of wolves around here, but... Yeah, look, I mean... Apparently it's different. Which is good. My only problem with playing Stalker was that they had way too many fucking wolf spawns. I remember seeing a point where there was like 3 wolves just clustered together. I mean, there were 2 wolves over there. I remember seeing a point where there were 3 wolves clustered together. I'm like, fuck this. That's not a challenge, that's just fucking... I did see the gameplay reveal for Life is Strange 2, and I'm excited for that. I hope it's good. I hope it's better than Life is Strange 1. I'm not saying that like Life is Strange 1 was a bad game. I liked Life is Strange 1, but I hope it's better. I always hope for sequels to be better. Because obviously. I want sequels to be better. I don't want them to be worse or the same. I want it to be the same, we'll just play the other one again. I mean, maybe I won't, but most people would. Okay.
Yep, I could definitely use this.
Nice. So the only thing we're missing now is the pry bar in terms of tools. And, well, I guess we don't have them. Oh, good. Ski gloves. Slightly damaged ski gloves. Oh, we're missing the, still haven't found a sewing kit, which is kind of like a beginner section of here. Also, pretty sure this is a Bible. Yeah, I think that's a big problem with trailers lately, is that a lot of trailers just seem to spoil a lot of shit, like outright. It's like, so hopefully that isn't too big of a story spoiler. I would assume probably not, quote unquote, but I don't know. You never know nowadays. I've seen so many trailers that are just like, okay, here's the plot of the movie. It's like, okay. Like, couldn't quite kept that secret, but I guess now I know kind of pretty much the entire plot of the movie. And the few times where I like watch the movie, the few times when I've watched the movie in the last few months, but where I've seen the trailer before, but like the 1 or 2 times that I've seen the trailer beforehand and then watched the movie, like, yeah, I was like, all right, I knew how this was going to play out pretty much. Which is a shame, because I would really like to be surprised by that kind of stuff. So I should probably stop watching trailers, but it's like, it's also like, how the fuck am I supposed to know? Alright, let's try rabbit hunting. I'm not going to waste a bullet on a rabbit when I can stun it.
So cold.
Shit. Fuck. Oh shit. Are those saplings? Oh, thank God. Yeah. Yep, those are saplings. Excellent. Okay, I think it's birch saplings.
I think I need to lay down.
Like that. So, yeah. So these are one of those things that need to cure after they've been inside for a little while. But I think it's, can't remember which sapling type it is. I think birch saplings are for arrow shafts, and then there's another type, which that might be one, that you can actually use to make a bow. So I hope that's the other one. So if that's true, then we can actually craft a bow, because we've got a knife. The only thing we need is a whetstone to keep the stuff repaired, but I think that's, yeah, I think, oh wow. Wow, this is a really lucky spawn. Very nice. Alright, great. Well, yeah, it's a maple sapling. Alright, cool. Yeah, alright. I remember the green part, but I was like, it's not greenwood. But yeah, no, it's a sapling. Alright. In that case, let's make it back to town then. What time is it? We can, I'll get into a car. Get into a car and sketch. Cool, so we got most of our materials. We just need a sewing kit, really. A sewing kit, a heavy hammer, but, you know, there's not a forge for a while still. So that's, yeah. Only thing I really want is a sewing kit and repair supplies. Other than that, I'd be okay. The rifle's still at 37%, so, you know, it'll still last another, like, 15, 20 shots-ish? Around that. I think it's like 2% each shot in terms of condition degradation. So. Don't quote me on that, but really quite a beautiful game. I really like how they added the ability to see other regions from different regions. That should be Timberwolf Mountain. More mountain town. So yeah, that should be Timberwolf Mountain. It should be facing like north, like mostly east-northeast-ish. So, well, let's catch a map in this vehicle. We're about halfway between town and the church, so wind kicks up too fiercely. You can kinda got a chance to survive either way. Not a chance to survive. I mean, we can make it to either one. So we're out of energy now, which means we can sprint. I'm pretty sure. So the thing is that this was originally built on an older version of Unity because it's been in early access so long. So they're probably. I mean, that's probably not too difficult to add VR. They did update it, but I do know that they said that they weren't going to do. But they were going to have. Someone suggested. What was it? Location streaming. So, like in the old versions of Unity, apparently each interior is built as like a separate. That's just it here, as a separate level. So when you load into a different interior, that's why it has a little load because it has to actually load a separate level and unload the other one. So apparently the newer versions of Unity support streaming, so they're all kind of built internally. Um, So like when you load into a level, you can just kind of have it as an outside portion of the same level, that sort of thing. But apparently the older versions of this game, the older work of this game, would have to be basically completely redone, that part, to make it streamable like that. And, you know, when you already got it mostly, like all of this content already, it's like, eh. Plus, I mean, is it really that big of a deal? With this kind of game, I think it's fine to have separate locations like that. I think it's totally okay. So, but as for VR, I don't know. I'm almost positive that they'll probably have some sort of VR or at some point. Okay, no, that's a bunny. Oh, that was a wolf. Yeah, it probably wouldn't be too difficult to add at some point. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. They just released on console, as if I remember correctly. They just like release or are about to release rather on like PS 4. Forgot what version of PlayStation we're on for a second there. And I think they're releasing for Switch and Xbox. I'm, again, not 100% sure. And they had a press release about it, and I skimmed it. That's about it. That's how I know. But I think this would be a really cool game for VR. It'd be certainly terrifying when you're getting fucking mauled by the bear. I don't know if I ever showed that on stream before, but let me tell you, that's a scary time. I'm sure it'll happen at some point. Bless. Fuck up somewhere. I wouldn't be surprised if it's on Xbox already. They said they were releasing for console. It might be PlayStation. It might just be putting the release version on the console. I don't know. I'd have to revisit that piece and actually read it to know for sure. Okay, so let's unload here. So I don't really need more food. So let's have socks. I don't. Still have not found socks. Okay, so in here I'm gonna put like spare food. So soda is actually one of the more useful items in the game because it only weighs 0.25 and it's both water and drink. Both food and drink. 250 calories. I believe it's 250 calories. So it's 10 calories per 0.1 weight, and you know it's about like 0.1 liters of water, or 10 milliliters of water. So it's pretty decent pretty useful for most of the game. But it does degrade over time, like all objects do. So the only way to actually create food is to harvest cat cell stalks or to kill animals and harvest their meat. Can you get scurvy? Not in the current build. You can get intestinal parasites if you eat carnivore meat. Too much of it, rather. Although there's a chance that increases each time you do it. That you can get cabin fever. If you eat spoiled food, you can get food poisoning, like usually like candy bars that are past their expiration date, something like that. Though that's only if you're eating like 5% conditioned food. Yeah, that's like rotted basically in terms of condition.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Shut up, shut up. I want to move all my stuff down to the refrigerator. Then you can probably get food poisoning. Oh shit, I'm really overloaded. Okay, I'm gonna go slow. But I don't think there's like any vitamin deficiencies or anything that you can get. Let's see, you can get like bitten by wolves, you can get you fall, you can break legs and sprain wrists and that sort of stuff. What else? Cabin fever I mentioned earlier. Going real slow. That's alright. Yeah. Heat up anyway. It was like Skyrim. I think that's as much as far as it goes with most diseases, honestly. But yeah, obviously just cook everything you can. Yeah, it also increases condition and makes it last longer if you cook it. It's nice. What else? Oh right, so I wanted to mention Scum, actually, which apparently has that, where you have vitamin deficiencies. Scum is like apparently it's like, from what I heard, it's like basically DayZ if they made it super granular. Apparently it's doing really well. I'm not into that kind of stuff for the most part, so I'm probably playing it at any point. But hey, if you're looking for a game where you can actually have different consistencies of diarrhea, apparently that was a marketing point. I don't know why the fuck that would be necessary, but hey, you know, there you go. That's the game for you. That's what you're into. There you go. That game exists and you can play it. But yeah, apparently there's vitamin deficiencies in that game. I'm like, okay, I mean, whatever. People are into that. I feel like that's a little too much. A little too in-depth for that. I did see like their unarmed melee combat video though, which looks pretty interesting, where they actually have different animations for different skill levels of people, in terms of, you know, in-game character skill, as well as like how punches can be aimed, and you know how they did camera work for it, so it actually like you could actually kind of feel the weight better and that sort of stuff. That was kind of interesting. That got me intrigued, at least, that, you know, that sort of thing is even fucking possible. But it just sounds like one of those, I don't know. To me, it sounds kind of Star Citizen-y in the amount of, it's just, that seems like a game that's going to be in early access for a very long time. Even with the team that they have, which seems large. Apparently, I think Crow Team is working on it. And Devolver Digital is publishing it. Who the fuck? I don't understand people mufflers off and right around Tucson. It's fucking Tucson, dude. It's like, you're not a big shot here. Okay. Whatever. But yeah, so apparently Scum's fairly popular. Apparently it just got released on early access, so, you know, if you want that level of granularity, it exists. There's a game for you. I personally, some survival games are already kind of micromanaging, and I've seen this. I've actually even seen The Long Dark get complaints that, you know, it's almost like babysitting. I haven't felt like that in The Long Dark, but I have played survival games where it's much like that. It's like a constant meter management, which some of it is the appeal, but it's not appealing if that's like the only. Yeah, Crow Team has made very good stuff. That's a bold project, and if they can pull it up, fucking props to them. It just seems like even with a team like Crow Team, I feel like that level of granularity, it's gonna be real hard to balance that game. Although I guess, you know, maybe it doesn't need to be balanced so much if it's just survival. We'll see. We'll see how Scum does. Apparently it did pretty well in sales already, so see if it gets any actual following. Probably will. There's always a market. There's always a market for games like that. Especially one that's like basically DayZ, but like with more shit in it, you know? And crazier shit. Apparently they have like robots and stuff. it seems like a super interesting. It seems super fucking interesting. If nothing else, just the sheer amount of fucking everything that they put into it. Just, I don't know. Just seems like it's like kind of putting everything against the wall and seeing what sticks. And maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. Anyway, 9:55. Very good. Probably gonna end this before 11 o'clock, so in about an hour. So we'll see how far we can get. I'm gonna try out scope out that farmstead. I think it's a farmstead. Looked like a farm anyway. Okay. But we still don't have a fucking sewing. I don't know. I mean, I know I haven't done much scavenging, but still. Okay. There are really quite a few game concepts out there that are still, like, you know, severely under forming game genres and that sort of thing. Like, I still have not played a zombie game that has really been a great zombie survival game. Like, it feels like Rust took out zombies completely. H1Z1. Did they take out zombie? I mean, they just discontinued Just Survived, so whether or not they have zombies doesn't really matter anymore. 7 Days to Die is probably the closest to like an RPG open world survivor zombie game that I've actually liked. And the only flaw with that one is that it's been in early access for long, but it's still a really good game. I just also wish I had more people to play it with. Other games. Don't Starve, just a survival game. State of Decay. State of Decay was actually pretty good. I liked State of Decay. A little bit too micromanagey. Once you basically got into late game, it was just basically running supplies back and forth. Which I would have liked if it was less of that and more like emergent story stuff and or multiplayer. I realize that that's like a lot to ask for already, but I think all of that would have just improved the game if possible. But I did like State of Decay. I liked a lot of the stuff in that game. So the sequel I haven't heard too much about, so maybe it's good or maybe it's bad. Oh, I have zero opinions. I've heard zero on it much. So. I don't know. Oh, apparently they released Year 1 Survival Edition and then discontinued the original edition, so you couldn't buy it anymore. That was a slightly scummy move. I remember getting some outrage about that, but whatever. Honestly, most people probably forgotten about that if they heard about it at all. It's new outrage every day. Open up a pack of beef jerky. Man, beef jerky is like such a great snack. It's so expensive. I don't know if it wasn't as good as the first. Well, that's a shame. That's a shame indeed. That was a decent series. I think that could have been a decent. The sequel could have been pretty decent. So that's a shame. 10% cured already. Dang. Hopefully we actually survive, so we can actually make a bow. That'd be cool. It's kind of look. So. Okay. I got some food. Should be enough water for a day. Back. Actually, if we put back water, get a soda with us, or and it how to supplement us for the day. Put away the. Normally, I take something that we can craft into over there. Take bread. And then I'll just leave this other stuff behind because I don't use for most of it. Actually, I'll take the rose hips just in case we find some rose hips. Alright, so yeah, that's a lot of charcoal. It's most of the back. I think there's actually Well, I don't think there's any fishing holes, so okay. Still at 23 pounds. Let's put the rifles this part. It's just not super necessary. If there's a repair thing, a workbench over there, we can use repair stuff. So we'll take the hacksaw and the simple tools. Hacksaw we can use to break down metal objects, and simple tools to repair stuff. Yo. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, survival games. Yeah. Don't Starve is one of those games I just could not get into. Maybe Don't Starve Together is better. No one plays it with me. I think that's one of the problems also, is that I don't have people that, I like playing with the DMC and I like playing with Lounge Chat, but a lot of the time it just, maybe I should suggest that actually. That's kind of my fault, I suppose, if I'm complaining about games that no one plays with me, and then I have friends that I play with and I don't suggest games, I should do that. That's probably my fault, actually. Can't believe it never dawned on me until right now. Yeah, I've got games I should play. But my real life friends, which are the people I want to play games with, I don't know. They are so flaky. I don't know if it's just my friends. I hear that it's everyone, but I feel like with internet friends, I feel like I have way better like schedules. Like, yeah, maybe I won't play every night with them, but like, there's usually like times where I can expect them to be on and be like, hey, you up for a game? And usually they're like, yeah, or nah. Even if they're not, it's fine. But I feel like most of my internet friends, maybe it's because most of them I think are older than I am, so I guess they've grown more to the responsibility. Always kind of had that problem where I guess was friends with people older than me, quote unquote, old friends. Yeah, Don't Starve never clicked for me. I think it was the sanity mechanic more than anything, because once they introduced that, the game became really kind of weirdly balanced. What really, one of the things that kind of just put me off the whole thing was, there's literally people in the Don't Starve subreddit who will just get on you if you use any mods whatsoever at all. And it's like, it's a fucking single-player survival game. This is a single-player version especially. And even then, a multiplayer survivor version, just fucking let people enjoy themselves. Like if they post about problems with a mod. There's literally a guy who literally just goes around bitching about people using mods. Oh God, here I go bitching again. U/K. I'm gonna say his name on stream. U/KCDA. You can look at his post history on Reddit. He literally just goes around bitching about mods. It's like, seriously, dude? But yeah. But anyway, going back to actual discussion. Yeah, Don't Starve was never really got into it. People were like, yeah, it's one of the better survival games out there. I never felt that way. I don't know. It just, there was like a certain point where it was just like, you basically just have to wiki it over and over again, or either that or just play endlessly to figure out how to play it. And it was way more satisfying in Minecraft and Terraria, because you could like wiki stuff and then like do it and there would be something for it. But in Don't Starve, everything was kind of right there. It's kind of separate. Like, there's not pistons. Wait, is that a... Oh, that's a rabbit. Fuck. Oh, key. This is just like story mode. Okay. But like Minecraft, there's like, interactions between stuff, and it's kind of not so much in Don't Starve. Everything's kind of its own separate entity, and there's no real... Yeah, it's just like weird cohesion stuff, and recipes are like Moon Logic recipes, especially. That was one of the big things for me. But I heard a wolf. Okay. So yeah, there is a workbench out here. Where the fuck is that key? I think there's a key somewhere. I think there's a spot where the key always is.
Oh,
Hypothermia chance. Yeah, if you're getting so cold you're warming up, that's hypothermia. Learn you some good. I haven't played RimWorld, beyond a demo of it, quote unquote. I played it a little bit on a friend's house, and I'm interested in Prison Architect, playing more Prison Architect, and I really like RimWorld. This is, I get on some people's nerves. The thing about Dwarf Fortress likes, I guess is the easiest way, simulation games like that, is that they basically try to be Dwarf Fortress, and it's like, if I want to play that, I'll just play Dwarf Fortress. Although I guess RimWorld has a lot, well, the main advantages they have is the graphics, but I like fantasy settings a little bit more, and Dwarf Fortress has a lot crazier shit happening in it. Yeah. But RimWorld is probably one of the few ones of that kind of genre where I'd be, like, more down for, I think. The only problem is that it's $30, and I am notoriously cheap when it comes to games. So I will likely at some point, I'll probably get it in like the next sale or something like that, but other than that, I probably won't play it for a little while longer. Okay, he is probably in that shack over there. Well, I'll have to either sneak my way past these wolves, or shoot them, or both. Either. Nope, there's the wolf. Wolf heard me. Saw me, whatever. Usually wait till $10-15. Never be under $30. Yeah. I respect the Factorio devs, but when you put it at $29.99, that's just a little bit over the price of where I'm like, alright, I'll shell out a little more. I realize that that's still less than like AAA releases, but fuck off. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. I don't care. I shot you. Got a knife? Shot you? You're dead. Fuck you. Fuck you for trying to kill me. Bastards. Okay, sprained wrist? Shit. Yep. Yeah. I'm really, that's also a big failing of mine. I usually, like, play a game for, like, a couple hours. I switch between games a lot if you have my notifications still on Steam, which you shouldn't. But I really frequently change games when I'm playing stuff. I play games. There are very few games that get me into it for several hours. Long Dark has been one of those. So generally most games off stream, I don't play for very long. Alright, let's find it. Off. Seriously? The key's not here? Alright, let's bugger off. Alright, let's bug out. I don't want to do 2 wolf attacks, because that's just tempting fate. Yeah, we could probably survive it, but... Where did other wolf go? Should be dead. Okay. Okay, back off. There's my right next to the spot where I already... Fucking... Damn it. Fuck off. I shot a wolf, you should be running away. I shot my rifle. Oh, fuck. Do they just run when you aim at them now? Hey, there we go. Alright. Well, now that I guess I either hit him critically or hit him in the head. Either way. There we fucking go. Wait, where'd the corpse go? Oh, there it is. Alright, let's start a fire next to him. Fucking got you. I'd like to say that the warning at the beginning of the game telling you not to shoot and not to fucking go after animals. I also have to say that I don't condone shooting animals, but this is a game. Obviously, don't get, it's not 100% realistic.
Fire.
Anyway, nice. We got our first kill, first confirmed kill. Another wolf corpse out there somewhere. Like, don't find it in a bit. But yeah, we're gonna want to start a fire and harvest its meat and hide for food, sustenance. Gotta find that key to the house. Oh shit, I don't have very much fuel with me. Oh, is that the corpse over there? I think it is. Okay. Okay, number one harvesting resource we want is meat. Shit, what the fuck? Okay, I just need more sticks. Need a couple more sticks. Damn, not a lot of sticks around here. Okay. Not gonna use Wilderness Kitchen. I need that. Okay, luckily we have a knife, which means we can actually harvest at a reasonable speed. Okay, nice. Okay. Let's go ahead and start cooking up some wolf meat. An hour, it's ridiculous. Actually cook up the... yeah, that one. 9 minutes, that... shit. Still isn't enough, but alright. Okay. Fire's gonna go out. First. Hey, nice. That. And so this should give me parasites. Chance. Yep. Risk of potential parasites. That's the one. Charcoal from that. This is a very this is very much a how you say, every part of the bison scenario. You know? Use every part of it. Yeah, that's the wolf corpse, alright. Just need to find more firewood. Or alternatively, get some from the house. Yeah. I'm very much a use every part of the bison's player. If I kill something, I'm harvesting the whole of its corpse. Yeah, it's already a third frozen. I could quarter it, actually. I've never actually done that. Oh, it's an hour, whether or not, yeah. How much would it be to harvest it, for example? So, comparison with the knife, that's actually almost as fast as just harvest it out with a knife, with a fire next to you. But you don't freeze. Yeah, 24 minutes is not that much of a time savings. It honestly be worth just going back to that. When we're so close to the, yeah, we're so close to base. I was in a more dangerous, like further away from home situation. Yeah, all right, quartering is a good idea, but I've got my knife with me. Oh, jeez, I thought that was another wolf. Got my knife with me. Got, you know, my supplies right around the bend. As long as there's not another wolf, I should be fine. Yeah, if a blizzard kicks up, then also, yeah, obviously quarter in that case. But other than that, yeah, quartering seems a little underwhelming in terms of usefulness. Okay, but now we've got a wolf pelt, which means we'll eventually be able to craft something with wolf hide and fresh guts, which is actually used for a bowstring. So very good, very well done, everyone. But it ruined my pants. Okay, well, I guess I'll just have to scrap those. I mean, those were jeans, so it's not really that big of a loss in it. Right, I was here for wood. Transfer 2 books. Probably make 2 more fires. Yeah,
Man, I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I'll quiet you. That should do it. Right. Take this chance to fill up on my water and food supplies. Energy bar. Energy bar is one of the most useful items in the game, just because they have 500 calories for hardly anything, any weight. Very, very useful. Very, very efficient, rather. Useful too, but efficient is a better word for what I was looking. Yeah, I'm... oh, it's snowing a lot harder now. I don't generally buy most games. A game has to really excite me before I buy it, like, for basically on anything less than 50% off. Although that's a little less rare, what with Steam sales being slightly worse now. Well, that might change with flash sales, but flash sales are getting re-added in case you haven't heard the news. But yeah, I'm pretty cheap, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Very few games I buy at full price, and even like absolutely zero I pre-order. I do vote with my wallet in that sort of chance. I realize that me being the only one won't change much, but I do it anyway because that's what I believe in. So where was that wolf carcass? Wasn't it right there? Did it disappear? No, there it is. Alright, I was upset because the whole reason I did not want to go inside it was just in case it disappeared, but glad to see that it did not in fact disappear. Okay. So I also know that if you actually step into the fire, you'll get burns, and that's not good. So don't do that. Those will hurt a lot.
One little fire.
If you've never camped out in the wilderness, where you know this kind of thing, something you do, this is very realistic, I think. If you've ever like tried to start the fire and you're like not quite doing it, you're like, come on. I'm pretty sure most of you have had that experience. But man, I had an awesome class in high school, field studies, where we did camping and that sort of stuff. Very awesome class. I learned so much from that. I think it's maybe practical knowledge, but it's cool to be able to identify the plants and animals of the place I live in. But we're gonna do half a kilogram at a time because as it defrosts, should be a little faster. Also, forgot I went. So we went along. So it's 30 minutes there. 4 minutes. Yeah, it thaws. I did not mention that. Yeah, it'll thaw.
It's getting kind of heavy.
Defrost. Did I say defrost? I did say defrost. Yeah. You're correct. Yes. As it thaws because of the fire, it gets a little faster to harvest usually. Maybe not. It might not be the case anymore, or it might be just because it's under 50%. But that's how I always do it. In pieces anyway. It's usually safer to do it pieces anyway because you know wind might kick up. But yeah. All right. 3% frozen. Oh, that piece is done. Don't step in the fire. All right. Also, cooking experience. Yay. It's RuneScape. Hey, look at that. The hide always takes the longest. We'll do, both of the guts for right now. That should probably finish off the other piece of meat, actually. Oh no, 10 minutes. I'm surprised it didn't kick up into a blizzard or anything yet. I'm glad it didn't. In that case, I will go ahead and take this opportunity real quick to just harvest this bird leather so I can get that piece of wolf meat off the fire and pop in another one. Power. Fire. Okay. Pop in this piece. Actually, let's pop in one of the gamier pieces. Yeah, this one. Oh no, don't eat it. I want to right click. So haven't got on that piece. 30 minutes. Okay. Perfect. That's enough time. That's the amount of time we need for the skinning. Excellent. I've got about 30 minutes left with the fire. Kind of an awkward position to put the fire in, but whatever. Put in just enough to put another piece of meat on there. Minute 9. Alright. Yep. Okay, put that piece there. Alright, great. Now we can read one chapter of Wilderness Kitchen.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna freak.
I was already... Oh no, I wasn't quite tired yet. Alright. Wow, yeah, the weather's actually been holding really well today. Very, very glad. Be good. Drink some more. Actually, probably drink a soda. Sody pap. Delicious. Okay, it's ready. Did I bring my cattail stock? I did not. Oh well. Not enough time to craft anything, I'll just wait for the... There we go. Cooked, cooked. Wait for the fire to die now. I kind of wish I could just dump snow on it and just put it out. I should suggest that. I'll suggest update. Though I guess people would be like, why would you want to do that? I'd be like, well, because I don't want to wait for the fire to die before I leave it. I want to get going. It's only a few minutes of waiting. Yes, you can. It used to be you could just melt it and there'd be separate screens so you could melt snow. Now they've made it so that you have to have an empty can or a cooking pot, and you add water to it, and it has to melt and then boil for it to be safe to drink. If you drink unsafe clean water, you can get a parasite. I don't know. I don't remember what the exact name of it is. I think it's just a parasite. But I never drink unclean drinking water because that's a very bad idea. You'll get sick. And being sick in this game sucks. Because if it's hard enough to survive as it is, now you just like are super weak and can't like run, basically. Shit like that. It's just awful. Being at really low condition also... Whoa, shit, speaking of which... Why am I so low? Oh, because I never healed completely. I haven't slept yet. Alright. So I want to find the key to this place, and now that it's cleared of wolves, I think I've got a good chance of doing so. Okay. Sun is setting, but it looks like there shouldn't be any wolves around. But yeah. Melting snow for drinking water. Yeah, you do that all the time. With the cooking update, I think this is like the brand new update. I think it only released like a week or two ago, which seeing that, I was like, oh yeah, I'll play the game again. I think the cooking update has elongated some of the cooking times, because I definitely remember wolf meat taking way less time to cook. But on the other hand, now you can cook multiple items at a time, which is nice, and you can do other stuff while you're waiting for stuff to cook, which is also very, very nice. So, some more saplings over there, but birch saplings give you 3 arrow shafts per cured one, and I want to find this key and get into the house before I get too tired. Because my condition dropping anymore is bad. Do I have anything else besides... Oh yeah, no, just the risk of crystal parasites. It's only a 1%, I think, for the first piece of wolf meat you eat. Depending on how many calories it is, of course. I think every 400 calories or so is an extra 1%. So one piece of wolf meat is like 2% extra or so. Something like that. The key to this place should be somewhere around here. If it's not in here, it should be in one of the houses up by the actual town. But I'm pretty sure that it's in here. This area. But yeah, melting snow for drinking water is like one of the big things in this game, basically. It's like one of the big, one of the things you'll spend a lot of time in this game doing. Oh, pop in. Oh. So, yeah, you can very definitely melt snow. Oh! Oh! Well, this guy doesn't look that frozen. That's an iron rope. Hey, whetstone. Yeah, I'm gonna be really overburned, but hey, another hatchet. There it is. See? Knew there was a key around here. Very nice. I really wish you could use these tanks. They can't all of the propane tanks are empty. They can't be possible, right? At least in the survival mode, they can't be empty. In the story mode, I mean, there's reasons why I can believe that would be the case, because apparently everyone abandoned it. But come on. Telling me none of these places have any gas or anything like that? I realize that, you know, you can't make anything electrical work, but surely you can burn gas or something. Whatever. The basic backstory for this game, in case you don't know, is there was a huge geomagnetic disaster, basically a coronal mass ejection from the sun that also caused the poles to spin, and so now everything electronic is broken, or does not work anymore, overloaded, that sort of thing. So electrics and electronics don't work anymore, and that's why it's like this. Also, you were in a plane and it went down, and you're in like the north, in Alaska, or I think it's Canada actually, so like North Arctic-ish area. And you crash your plane and you have to survive, which is also why. And you might be wondering why I have a a flashlight if none of the electronics work. Yes, the flashlight does not work. However, some nights there are aurora borealis events, localized entirely, of course, in this region. That'll make the lights turn on, including flashlights. And flashlights, when you turn them on to full brightness, can scare away wolves. So they aren't useful, only very occasionally, but when they do become useful, they're incredibly useful. Because it's a free scare away wolves and also a light source object. So yeah, but other than that, they're pretty useless. So don't carry flashlights everywhere, they're not as necessary as other objects, like, say, matches. Whoa, a lot of books in here, man. Jesus, look at all these books. Every single one of these is an individual book to burn. Damn. Pretty impressive. A lot of loot in here. Okay, I'm going really slowly. So, let's empty out one of these, okay. And put a bunch of wood in here. Put that in there. You also burn calories more quickly, the more overburdened you are. Even if you're below the limit, you actually burn calories more quickly if you're closer you are. Oh, that container only holds, where was that? It's on that rifle cartridge as I moused over. I don't think so. The entire core of the game has always been that there's been a geomagnetic disaster, so I don't think, maybe it might have been when they were first implemented, they just straight up worked. But as far as I've played, they've always just been non-working only during for the most part. And I know in the campaign they had a point where it was guaranteed an aurora. Basically, you find a flashlight and there's an aurora outside, and it works. And you can use that to scare away wolves to get back safely. Because I think at that point you lose all of your other objects. But yeah, minor spoiler there, actually. Alright. I'm a little less burdened now. What am I doing? Just sort of my weight. I don't need to carry any of this stuff right now.
I think I can use this.
Yeah, auroras seem super common. I remember my very first Stalker game that I played like this week. The very first night I had an aurora, so I think auroras are pretty common at night. So it's not like the flashlights are completely useless. Also, radios and stuff work during them, and unlike the flashlight, which kind of like it dims in and out a little bit, radios work 100% perfectly fine, which is a little,
This stuff will
I
come
guess,
in handy.
unrealistic, but you know, it's fucking, it's for the fun factor of that part of it. It's just like, oh, hey, radios work again. The thing. I'll put my other on there. Yes, cup of tea. But I'm not British. I just tea's cool in this game. Though I do like tea. But that wasn't just because I'm British or something like that. I mean, obviously I'm not British. You can hear my accent. What the fuck am I talking? I was trying to make a really lame joke, basically. Trying to say. Yeah, tea is great. I love tea. Most people, I think most people would like tea if they tried it. Maybe not, but I think tea's pretty great. Oh, at first I thought, oh, another rifle, but no. It's just a broom. I hope there's another bullet in here. I would hope that there'd be more stuff in here.
I'll take it.
There's still, I mean, there's a decent amount of stuff, but hoping there's more. I mean, it was locked. I had to find a key. Usually, you find better stuff behind lock containers. Well, locked houses, at least.
Hope nobody needs this
Oh,
anymore.
speak of the fucking devil. Okay. Loop. Okay, so there's a lot of junk in here. Like, wait, was there? Yeah, I touched that shelf. You'll see how I mouse over this stuff. Oh, it says like the names of stuff. In case you're wondering, you can break down all of these pieces of furniture. Cardboard boxes and stuff. Some of them require hacksaws if they're metal. Some of them require hatchets if they're like large pieces of furniture, and some of them, like curtains, require knives if they're like, or are at least faster with a knife. Some of them you can break down by yourself if you got like a chair. So we're in desperate need of firewood. You can also create objects out of that. Generally, kind of want to save that. Although I know I've used the whole part of the buffalo, but you generally kind of want to save that because firewood's really common, and furniture lasts forever otherwise. Okay, so let's see here. I wanted to get my. Okay, I'll just search the rest of these cupboards. Nice. I did find a mountaineering rope, which is really cool. The only pain is that they're 5 kilograms, which is a lot. That's like a sixth of your carry weight, which is a little ridiculous. But they are useful. There's only a couple spots where you can actually use them in the game, but all of those spots are you can traverse up a cliff. Or down a cliff, because you have to be on the upper side to actually tie it around. But you can also use it as a... In Timberwolf Mountain, there's like 4 climbing spots, and if you... there's spots that don't have ropes, and spots that do, and the spots that do are all across the mountain, but the spots that don't, if you put a rope, it's a much faster climb back up to the top. So, and at the very top, there's like a crashed plane, actually. You can usually find a flare gun there, which are the only I think the only things that can scare away bears without actually like killing them. I'm pretty sure it's a guaranteed flare gun out there because there's always been one in the like 3 or 4 times I've gone up there. That's even the spot of one of the challenges. I think you start off in like Mystery Lake. You have to go all the way up to Timberwolf Mountain. Then go to Desolation Point to sorry, I'm not focusing on the game very much, which is why I'm kind of like rambling and not doing much. Go all the way to Timberwolf Mountain, and then to Desolation Point. I go all the way to the top of the lighthouse there. That's right. To shoot it, and then that ends the challenge. And that was a really cool one. I think people do speedruns of that one, which is neat. That's a very speedrunnable challenge. There's another one. This is Survival Sandbox. Yeah, there is a story mode in this game, but I'm not playing that right now. I played the first 2 episodes of the 5-episode series, and they still haven't released the 3rd. So, finding my hand at the survival mode. So that increases my fire starting skill a little bit. There's actually also a firing starting skill, so actually this is very RuneScape-esque in its implementation. Cook. I want to cook all this wolf flesh that we got. I guess I'll have to add that book. Well, I have a bunch of books in here. Just add books. Books are mostly useful, more useful than anything as a fire starting kit. Fire starting thing. Because they add like a 15% chance to start a fire, but a bunch of spare ones here. I got to get wood, and it's not, and there's a blizzard outside, so go ahead and do that. And to up some that, some of that. Cool. Should have just put that on immediately, actually, instead of searching the whole house, but whatever. Done. Do we have any... so just cook snow. 1 hour, minutes, 13, or 40 minutes. Okay. I'm gonna take this chance and harvest all the stuff that got ruined. There's no point. Oh shit, that takes 30 minutes. Hold on. Okay, it's cooked. Cooked. Boiled, cooked. Needs to melt. Then we got 2 hours left on the stove. Okay. There's probably a can or something around here. Right? Guess I could use a knife and open one. Waste a little bit of food that way. Not much, but a little bit. I can't see. I just unequipped it, yeah. Go. Like that. That. Got a lot of water here. That. Like that. Okay. So can I just open? I can't. But this will at least slightly chance of intestinal parasites. That's okay. We'll be fine. Can't cook. Won't let me drop cans of food anymore. Straight up problem. Okay. 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 Cool. Nice. More. Okay, got a toque. Apparently that's how it's pronounced. Oh, 45 minutes. Oops, did it boil dry? It did boil dry. Oops. Okay. Good. These. Why is it taking 20 minutes? Is it because I'm tired? Doesn't it normally take 10 minutes? Might be because I'm tired. Just realized I have so much water that I'll, yeah, some of it away. 5 minutes still. Yeah. Okay. Oh, do I have another book? I do. Let's put that last book on there. But at least get some of the rest of that to at least the point where you.
Whew, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Is okay. Stove at embers, so we're gonna go ahead and sleep. A lot of little micromanagement. As the wild boy off, is the stove is only 20 AC. Shh, Drainar. Shh. Because video game logic. I think it only gives 20 C of heat to you. But I don't know, dude. I don't know. That's a good point. I've actually never thought about that before. Rank. Got a lot of water now. It's just the cooking mechanic, I guess. Yeah, that is a fair point. It should probably take longer to boil off. Well, it probably shouldn't boil off at all, right? But I think yeah, that's kind of a segregation of mechanics. This show. I think it's like it's right next to the fire, so it's getting like focused or something like that. I don't know. It's not like, yeah. You know what? Just no excusing that. I don't know. That does not happen in video games. That does not happen in real life either. All right. So I just want to enter, exit. Yeah. Right. Enter and exit just to make sure it saves. Because yes, I just wanted to make sure I got the saving text in the top, in the middle right. And unfortunately, I'm gonna end it there because it is 10:42. So I'm gonna my dinner and then head to bed here. But cool. That was a pretty good stream. We actually started a game where we might survive for longer than a day in. So very good. So yeah, no problem, Drainer. Thanks a lot for joining me, guys. You guys know what to do. Want to follow me? Go ahead and follow me. Makes it easier if you want to join me again. I'll probably be streaming again Sunday night, Monday night, and pretty much every Wednesday. So that'll be that. Thanks a lot for joining me for Long Dark. Hope my rant didn't throw you off your chill too much. Have a good night, everyone.